Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the incredible story of the Olympics. From ancient rituals to the global spectacle we know and love, the story begins in Olympia, Greece, around 776 BC. This wasn't just a sporting event. It was a sacred festival dedicated to the king of the gods, Zeus. Imagine thousands of people from across the Greek world, traveling for weeks, not just to see athletes compete, but to honor their gods. For 5 days, a truce called the Ikascheria would halt all wars, ensuring safe passage for everyone. It was a rare moment of unity in a world of rival city-states. So, what were the first games like? Well, for the first dozen Olympics, there was only one event, the stadium race. A sprint of about 200 meters, the length of the stadium. The winner wasn't just a champion. They became a hero, their name immortalized. They received an olive wreath, a symbol of peace and victory, cut from a sacred tree near the temple of Zeus. To us, it might seem simple, but to them, it was the ultimate honor. As the years went on, more events were added. The pentathlon was the ultimate test of an all-around athlete, combining a jump, discus throw, javelin throw, a foot race, and wrestling. There was also boxing, where fighters wrapped their hands in leather straps. And the pankration, a brutal, no-holds-barred combat sport that was a mix of boxing and wrestling. Imagine the intensity. And let's not forget the chariot races in the hippodrome, a thrilling, dangerous spectacle of speed and skill that captivated massive crowds. These ancient athletes were the celebrities of their day. They trained rigorously from a young age. Victors were showered with gifts, poems were written about them, and statues were erected in their honor. They weren't just competing for personal glory, but for the pride of their hometown. Winning meant bringing immense prestige back to their city-state. However, only freeborn Greek men were allowed to compete. Women were forbidden from even watching the games, with one exception, the priestess of Demeter. But women had their own separate festival at Olympia, the Heraean Games, held in honor of the goddess Hera. Here, unmarried young women competed in their own foot races. So, what happened to these ancient games? For over 1,000 years, they were the heartbeat of Greek culture. But as the Roman Empire rose and Christianity spread, the old pagan festivals fell out of favor. In 393 AD, the Roman Emperor Theodosius I, a Christian, banned all pagan cults and festivals, and the ancient Olympic flame was extinguished. Olympia fell into ruin, buried by earthquakes and floods, and the games were lost to history for nearly 1,500 years. But a great idea never truly dies. In the late 19th century, a French aristocrat and historian named Pierre de Coubertin became obsessed with the idea of reviving the Olympics. He believed that international sport could promote peace and understanding between nations. He saw it as a way to bring the world together, just as the ancient games brought together the Greek city-states. Coubertin traveled the world, passionately advocating for his vision. He faced skepticism and political hurdles, but his determination was unstoppable. In 1894, he founded the International Olympic Committee in Paris. His dream was becoming a reality. 2 years later, in 1896, the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece, the birthplace of it all. Imagine the emotion of that moment. Athletes from 14 nations gathered in the Panathenaic Stadium, a magnificent marble stadium that was a throwback to ancient times. The spirit of the Olympics was reborn. It was a huge success and captured the world's imagination. The Games would now travel from city to city every 4 years, growing with each edition. The modern Games introduced new traditions. The 5 interlocking rings, designed by Coubertin himself, represent the 5 inhabited continents united by the Olympic spirit. The Olympic flame, a symbol connecting the modern and ancient games, is lit in Olympia, carried by torchbearers all the way to the host city, spreading a message of peace and friendship along its route. Of course, the modern Olympics have faced their own challenges. They've been canceled due to world wars and have been the stage for political protests and boycotts. They've weathered controversies and debates. But through it all, the core idea has endured, bringing the world together through the power of sport. From a single foot race in ancient Greece to a global event with thousands of athletes from over 200 countries, the Olympics have evolved dramatically. They now include the Winter Games, the Paralympics for athletes with disabilities, and the Youth Olympics. The range of sports has exploded, from archery and athletics to skateboarding and surfing, reflecting our changing world. The Olympic Games are more than just a competition. They are a celebration of human potential, dedication, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. They show us what we can achieve when we push our limits. They are moments of incredible triumph, heartbreaking defeat, and inspiring sportsmanship. It's where legends are born and records are shattered. The next time you watch the opening ceremony, or cheer for an athlete from your country, or witness a world record being broken, remember this long and incredible journey. From a sacred festival for Zeus in a small corner of Greece to a global beacon of hope and unity. The story of the Olympics is a story about us, our history, our struggles, and our enduring dream of coming together to celebrate the very best of humanity. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Let us know in the comments what your favorite Olympic moment is. See you next time.